Hi everyone, I'm Jimaku Brimstone, welcome to the 20 best games of 2024. Actually 20 best games I've played in 2024. Most of these titles were released in the past 5 years. 2024 was a busy year for me, but I found some time to finish 63 new games I haven't played before. I want to recommend you the very best of them. Fun fact before we begin, all of these games were played on PC, Windows 7 to be exact. Smushy Come Home is not something I usually play, but it grabbed my attention right away. It's a charming and heartfelt adventure title. You're a mushroom called Smushy and you need to go back home to your friends. That's the story. The gameplay is simple, revolving around exploration, light puzzle solving and interacting with quirky, endearing characters. The controls are intuitive and the pacing feels just right for a relaxing experience. Each area is filled with delightful secrets and moments that encourage curiosity and engagement without ever feeling overwhelming, so even a child can enjoy this one. The chill-out vibe, the music, the simplicity, it all works in favor of the game, especially if you're tired after a long day of work. You're going to finish it in under 4 hours for sure, but the journey is worth it. This game was something I needed in 2024 because I usually play through skill-based boomer shooters. Wrath, Eon of Ruin. The game's title encapsulates my feelings towards it. While I do enjoy this love letter to Quake 1, there are some massive problems here. The confusing level design plus the length of each level, also too many respawning enemies and the silly soul tether mechanic, which can be turned off in the options.
Do it!
The music is too ambient. Andrew, where are the metal tracks? This game needs them. It should be shorter as well because it feels like 2 long games pretending to be one. Also the main dev living in the middle of the creating process did not help. That's for sure. The difficulty is also all over the place, with the game either being too easy in some parts, then boom, you're barely alive. It's just weird. But Wrath still came out good in the end. Sure, it has its problems, but it's fun. I love the aesthetics, the atmosphere. The shooting is mostly great, but the weapons should be stronger with more ammunition available. I love the enemy design. The Kako demons are actually scary. Wow. The fast running women enemy type reminds me of my ex because of the screaming. Yeah, to quote Larry David, this one is
Pretty good.
Amid Evil the Black Labyrinth. This prequel expansion pack to Amid Evil might not be as mind-blowing as the main game, but it's still lots of fun, and that's what truly matters. If you love boomer shooters as much as I do, then you need to play this one. The gameplay, the level design, the music, the overall atmosphere is one of a kind. I wish the devs the very best and can't wait for their new project. Don't get lost in the labyrinth. Apparently, Nickelback is there as well. Turnip Boy commits tax evasion. Step into the leafy shoes of Turnip Boy, a mischievous vegetable who, after failing to pay his taxes, embarks on a journey to take down a corrupt vegetable government. The game's humor is its biggest draw, packed with clever writing, satirical commentary, and delightfully bizarre characters. Nani? The gameplay blends light combat, puzzles and exploration, all set in a colorful pixel art world that's both inviting and amusingly strange. The mechanics are simple and approachable, making it a breezy experience for casual gamers. Collecting various hats and uncovering secrets adds a layer of fun, while the witty references and tongue-in-cheek tone keep the story engaging. That said, the game's short runtime and relatively low difficulty might leave some players wanting more depth. In my case, that wasn't a problem. Sometimes I just want to destroy the government in the easiest way possible. Also, the backtracking makes the game a little bit tedious, but not that much. This isn't Darksiders. Check this one for a short but pleasant experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to run from IRS as I'm wanted in over 30 states. King's Bounty Crosswords. In 2007, the Russian game publisher 1C Company purchased the rights to the American King's Bounty franchise and attached the name to a title being developed by Kotar Interactive. So from the get-go we already know that some small studio was working on a game similar to King's Bounty, but not really King's Bounty, yet it came out in 2008 as King's Bounty The Legend. Before 2024 I've only played through original 90s King's Bounty by New World Computing, who later went on to create Heroes of Might and Magic franchise, the first 4 titles to be exact. So I was in shock when I've played through King's Bounty The Legend, because it felt like a mix between Heroes 5 and King's Bounty from the 90s. It was good, but with lots of flaws. A year later, an expansion pack was released called Armored Princess, which is like a sequel story-wise, but gameplay was more polished, some annoying features were removed and redone, which made the game flow better. And in 2010, they've decided to make an expansion pack to an expansion pack, Crosswords. To put it shortly, Crosswords is just Armored Princess with more content and more polished gameplay. And I love it. The graphics, the music, the gameplay, especially the exploration. The quests weren't as annoying and tedious as in The Legend. This was a step up in every single way compared to the previous game in the series. Last year I finished all of the King's Bounty games, and it's sad for me to inform you that the next titles after Crosswords are not worth your time. King's Bounty 2 from 2017 especially. But Crosswords is a banger. If you love turn-based strategy games with immersive atmosphere and lots of details, then you have to play this one. Serious Sam Bogus Detour. I'll take this over Serious Sam 3 any other day. The top-down perspective works surprisingly well, adding a fresh layer to the gameplay, while retaining the intensity you would expect from Serious Samuel. The colorful pixel art graphics are a visual treat, giving the game a vibrant, retro-inspired aesthetic. The sound design is taken straight from the original game, so it has that nostalgia factor to it. The only flaw is the difficulty, a little bit too hard for my taste, but still a worthy entry in the Serious Sam series. If you enjoy 2D shooters, then you should get ready, cause it's time to get serious. Fashion Police Squad. Imagine Doom Eternal, but you need that drip, that riz, that gyat, I mean style. You're Sergeant Des, a member of the Fashion Police Squad, tasked with riddling the streets of fashion crimes like ill-fitting suits, drab cars, and sack and sandal combos. Every weapon is designed to tackle a specific fashion offense, like wearing sacks and sandals. My god! The levels are bursting with style and personality, featuring colorful urban environments and plenty of tongue-in-cheek humor. The enemies, from sagging pants wearers to overly flashy individuals, are as ridiculous as they are fun to defeat. The retro-inspired visuals and energetic soundtrack perfectly complement the game's over-the-top, playful tone. To put it shortly, love the story, characters, music and the crazy bosses. Gameplay, while fun, got a little bit tedious towards the end. The graphic design is superb and the secrets are quite fun. Toilet is you. You have to play this one, or I will slap you. I will slap you hard. Webbed. This is basically the Taken movie, but instead we have a spider searching for her boyfriend, who was taken by a giant enemy bird. Bad bird. Fun gameplay with its physics-based web-slinging mechanics, great art style, wholesome characters, amazing secrets. I don't like spiders, but the ones here are actually cool. I would play Halo with them. I wish my friends were at least half as helpful as the spider in this game. Get webbed because it's worth it. Fun fact, one of the secrets is skating with a very nice lady. That segment is better than the entire Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 game, which is hilarious. Hades. Everyone knows this game, so I will keep it short. A masterclass in storytelling with some of the most stunning art I've ever seen. The gameplay is incredibly smooth and responsive. The reward system is deeply satisfying and every run presents a fresh, exciting challenge. The only flaw I see in the game is how repetitive and tedious it becomes after a while, especially since the random power-ups sometimes set you up for failure and you're just wasting your time. But the story is worth it. Fantastic game which took me more hours to complete than I would like to admit. Don't ask. Play Hades now. The gods demand it. Going Under is a hilarious and stylish dungeon-crawling roguelite. You play as Jackie, an unpaid intern at a shady tech startup who is tasked with fighting through the ruins of failed companies. This one reminds me of Hades a lot. Combat is chaotic and fun, revolving around scavenging whatever at hand, from keyboards, guitars, to potted plants, pencils, to fend off your enemies. As you progress, you unlock skills, upgrades and mentors who provide buffs, adding depth to the roguelike mechanics. To put it shortly, great art, story, humor and soundtrack. Eclair is a good girl. Gameplay is mostly fun, but the last stage was a little bit too hard for me. Besides that, this is a classic game about standing up against giant corporations and capitalism. Beautiful. So pick up your hammer of abstinence and start smashing. The culture of constant work, greed and lust must be stopped. The only flaw that I see in this game is that it doesn't feature Evanescence Going Under on the soundtrack. I cry with Amy Lee's tears. Potion craft. If you ever wanted to become an alchemist, then this game is for you. The potion brewing system, the atmosphere, the graphics, it all works in favor of this title, and I had a blast playing through it, creating more advanced potions, naming them, then beating the game, which took me around 200 hours to complete, but that's besides the point, you know? Don't focus on that. Play this one if you love to chill out. Wizardom is a nostalgic and polished retro-style shooter that blends the fast-paced action of classic shooters with the magical flair of fantasy worlds. Love the gameplay, graphics, music, the atmosphere. This one oozes with unique vibes. The secrets go hard as well. The Baron level is my favorite so far. My only complaint would be the maze-like levels. You will get lost a lot. It's frustrating cause the textures make everything look similar and the map isn't that helpful, to be honest. Besides that, this one is a must play. Found Sivian, one of the secrets, plus you can ride on a rat. This is the only game on this list that is still in early access, but I'm sure they will finish it in 2025, so this year. Forgive Me Father 2. The follow-up to Pardon Me Daddy is almost as good as the original game. Love the unique blend of Lovecraftian horror and fast-paced, retro shooter style action. But what's more surprising is how many survival horror elements and vibes this game throws at you. There's a small decision-based system which affects the ending as well. A cool addition. Story-wise, you are Father Ridzik, a disgraced priest who ended up in an asylum. Probably because you've been listening to Creed on repeat day and night. Your mission? Defeat your evil neighbor, Stefan Cthulhu, who does not share your passion for Creed. Defeat his family, put him in his grave, watch him go higher. Sure, the story could have been better, but the game is still a journey worth taking. I do miss the 2-base character system from the first game, and the overall vibes here are much more gloomy and dark, I would say, which is not my thing. I've enjoyed the variety of the original way more, but still, I recommend playing through this one. It's not something you will forget about, trust me. Fida Putti Samurai is a chaotic roguelite, retro-inspired shooter with a very interesting plot and delightful atmosphere. If I had to describe this one, I would say it's like a weird mix of Duke Nukem 3D and anime, but also someone infused it with cocaine. You can also transform into Maho Shoujo, which is, well, hard to describe, but it does happen in the game. Weapons are fun as hell, especially auto shotgun, graphics are fantastic, and there is no, I repeat, there is no Randy Pitchford here, which is a good thing. This one will take you less than 10 hours to complete, but it's all worth it. Truly love this one. System Shock Remake. Stuck in development hell for several years and having its funding slashed, System Shock Remake finally arrived in 2023. It's faithful recreation of the original game. The controls, cyberspace and graphics were overhauled, but the dark, claustrophobic feel of the Citadel station, the unhinged atmosphere, the gameplay, they were all left intact. Night Dive truly outdid themselves here. The attention to detail is impeccable. The atmosphere is crushing, with Shodan looming over your head all the time, the danger never subsiding. Story revolves around a nameless hacker who's apprehended by the megacorporation Tri-Optimum and one of its executives, Edward Diego, who asks you to perform an illegal system-wide hack on Shodan, Citadel Station's AI, in exchange for your freedom and a valuable neural implant. You agree and remove Shodan's ethical constraints, get the implant, get knocked out, Wake up 6 months later on the station, everything has gone to shit, with Shodan seizing complete control over the station and planning to wipe out all of humanity. Because in today's day and age, where we actually use AI, I find the game story quite terrifying. The graphics, the music, the atmosphere, it's all fantastic. The gameplay is very challenging, with the game often rewarding your functioning brain cells, which means that if you're used to video games giving you hints, holding your hand and treating you as a child, then you won't be able to finish System Shock. I placed a bet against a couple of my friends. The only thing I've asked them to do is to finish this game without checking on YouTube what to do next, and none of them succeeded. Which on one hand terrifies me, but on the other, yeah, that checks out. That's what humanity is. The thing I must praise the most about this remake is Shodan's voice. Terry's iconic voice performance remains chilling and unforgettable. Also, to sum up my thoughts about this game, I still think that Shodan is more kind and has more humanity within her than my 6th ex-girlfriend. Play this game, don't let the AI beat you. Terra of Hemazarus is a delightful, chaotic throwback to classic arcade games like Rampage, blending retro-inspired visuals with modern physics-based destruction. Breaking shit has never been as fun as in this game. Choose your kaiju, smash buildings, toss cars, devour humans, even children, in this beautiful spree of mayhem. The game's humor and sharp satire on societal and environmental issues adds depth to the otherwise straightforward gameplay loop. The destructible environments and ragdoll physics make every action feel dynamic and satisfying as hell, while the co-op mode amplifies the fun with friends. You have no idea how much fun I had with this game. After I beat it alone, I had to replay it with my best friend. We had a blast. You can easily play on your keyboard with the other person on a controller on a single one PC. I love co-op that way, you know? Nowadays, I miss that from video games, you know, just playing on one PC with a bunch of people, good times. This game brought me a lot of joy and also a tear in my eye, because while the story is mostly funny, it also tackles some serious topics and subjects. Hemazarus is hungry, so I'd urge you to go and buy this game. Cult of the Lamb is a quirky and addictive blend of roguelike and cult management. You play as a lamb, resurrected to build a loyal following, balancing dungeon crawling combat with managing your followers' needs. While the combat didn't grab me that much, I would even call it tiresome in some cases. The whole cult aspect thing, well, I simply adore it. You can call your every follower however you like. I call mine with my Instagram followers' names. It's hilarious. Send them on missions to gather resources, make them breed, sacrifice themselves. Each one has a different personality and stronger, weaker points. I love this. The base building mechanic, where you can construct structures, perform rituals, and keep your cult's faith intact, is also fun. The art style is cute as hell, with vibrant visuals that contrast with its darker themes. Because of this game, I lost like 2 weeks of my life, but it was worth it. Pick it up, it's still updated to this day, a true labor of love. Slay the Prince is a gripping and atmospheric narrative-driven horror game that expertly blends psychological tension with branching storytelling. You play as a character tasked with slaying a mysterious princess, but as the story unfolds, it becomes clear that nothing is as simple as it seems, just like in real life. The choices you make influence the narrative, creating a deeply immersive and unsettling experience. It's a game about love, or fear, or distraction. You choose. To keep it short, this one made me cry, and I loved discovering all of the branching pathways. I don't even like visual novels or games like this, but Slay the Princess is above all genres. It's just a really well crafted and interesting story. Go on, enjoy it. Heroes Hour, a legendary homage to Heroes of Might and Magic. Love the art style, music, gameplay, just everything. Exploration is exactly like in Heroes, while the battles are more akin to Vampire Survivors, I'd say. I just love it. Hope we'll get a sequel in the future, cause the world needs more games similar to all of the classics, such as Heroes Might and Magic, Age of Wonders, Disciples, King's Bounty, etc. The only flaw of this game is that the bots take their turns too long. It's especially annoying on maps with more than 3 enemies. Like playing through the Patience map with 7 enemies was a nightmare, Imagine doing your turns in 20 to 50 seconds and then having to wait around 2 to 5 minutes every single time. Do something about those long loadings and then the game will be a cult classic. It's the only reason why it's number 2 on my list, you know? Because of the long wait between turns. Everything else slaps and is highly addictive. Before I unveil the winner and the best game I've played in 2024, a couple of honorable mentions. Baldur's Gate 3 needs no introduction, a fantastic RPG with even better characters, story, the freedom and the choices. It's all there, but it didn't make the cut for the top list because of how long it is, how the gameplay is not my cup of tea, and also because making it run on Windows 7 was annoying as hell. Still, it's a well-crafted game that deserves a mention. Another title that I want to recommend is Songs of Conquest. It's a charming blend of turn-based strategy and tactical combat with a nostalgic nod to classic games like Heroes of Might and Magic. It has a colorful fantasy world. You control heroes who lead armies across beautifully crafted maps, capturing towns, gathering resources, and engaging in tactical battles. But it's not Heroes. It's way different in terms of the gameplay. You usually need to control some pillars to win. Managing towns is way different as well. Same with the battle system, and I put the emphasis on the word different because even after 100 hours that I've put into this game, I was still not sure of the gameplay mechanics. Maybe I'm just getting old, but yeah, I don't feel this game as much as Heroes Hour, for example. Still, I wanted to shout it out because I think it's something worth to be talked about and promoted. Arcos, on the other hand, is a really fun short boomer shooter. You are Arcos, the founding member of Nickelback. Betrayed by Chad Wizard Kroger, you need to exact your revenge and start the best band in the universe. Creed. Now that you know the story, which is breathtaking, let's talk about the graphics. They're nice, movement is good, but I wish it was faster, and the music is fantastic. The gameplay is repetitive, but as the game is short, like 4 to 6 hours at best, you won't notice it. I recommend it cause it's cheap and fun. Apparently a sequel is in the works. Hopefully I have a chance to play through it. Give this one a shot. Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun Forges of Corruption is a short expansion pack to the base game. You return in the boots of a space marine, battling through hordes of enemies in fast-paced arcade-style combat. Usually they trap you in a small arena, like in Doom 2016, where you have to remove the filth, the corruption, the impurity. Then you will read the codex and move on to the next place. What else can I say? It's short but sweet. If you enjoyed the base game or love boomer shooters, then you will love it. Let's burn all the heretics for the Emperor! And the last game I want to mention before the grand finale, Juiced. Mr. White, we need more juice, and the juice shall provide. This is a really fun 2D game. Sometimes it's really hard. Dark Souls can suck it. But overall, it's a pleasant journey. Love the art style and the music especially. It's like Dune, but with vegetables. The juice must flow. And now, number 1, the best game of Jim Across Brimstone Best Games of 2024 list, Lumencraft. You are Jerzy Cebula, the new miner in the Space Colombo Creek colony. Your mission, gather resources and fortify your base to save the human race. Why are the monsters here? Well, the dwarves dug too deep in the mines of Moria and awakened ancient evil, Staya Cedeta. Mine enough lumen to survive, slay the unholy creatures akin to Britney Spears. Remember, you are not trapped in here with them, they're trapped in here with you. I'm not gonna lie to you, I prefer this game over Minecraft or Terraria. The feel of mining, the unsettling atmosphere, and the disgusting enemy designs, like spiders, I hate spiders, won me over instantly. I wish more games were like this, oozing with atmosphere, plus fun and simple mechanics. The only flaw I feel is the movement. You need to upgrade your character to move faster, have better stamina, etc. I feel that those attributes should be higher since the start, and let the upgrades make you even more faster and stronger, so the gameplay could turn into alien shooter in the later stages. Let your character move 3 times faster, max out the stamina bar so it doesn't run out, make your miner a living tank and threat against the alien filth. At least that's what I wish would happen. Maybe in Lumencraft 2? Devs, get on it. Give me alien shooter plus building and digging stuff, I want that. Get this game. It's worth it and I dig it. See what I did there? Yeah, I guess I dug my own grave with that joke. And that's all. Thank you for watching Jim's best video games of 2024. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram, links in the description. Comment down below your favorite games that you've played through in 2024. I would love to hear from you. Also tell me if you'd like me to share my favorite games of 2023, 2022. I'd love to make videos about that. Shout out to all of the Patreons and YouTube members who gracefully sponsor my videos. You're all truly wonderful. Please join them if you'd like. See you next time. Bye!